Hi, Stefan.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking out your time to do the interview with me. And so, how is living in Chiang Mai right now? Is it cold?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me. Thanks for doing this show. I'm sure through this show, people can see the life in Chiang Mai,
Sure.
and also in Thailand in general. So yeah, talking about Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai is in a basin like surrounded by mountains. So we are feeling a little cold in the evening, and at night we need to put on blankets. So it reminds us of home. So yeah,
Oh,
definitely a very good time to be in Chiang Mai.
oh wow. And what's the weather temperature right now like?
Well, it drops in the early morning, it drops to like 12 degrees Celsius sometimes.
Wow.
But in average, it drops to 15, 14, 13. So that's where it has been in the past, let's say in the past 3 weeks or so. So yeah, daytime it definitely gets a little bit warm. I guess it's the high is about 25 degrees Celsius, but
Wow,
still, it's really nice. You can still put on some jackets, a hoodie, and ride your motorbike. It just feels really nice.
Oh wow. Does it remind Northeast India hometown?
Definitely. I have, yeah, lived in various places in India, and the Northeast, my time in Northeast, like in Shillong, Guwahati, they have always been, winters were always with hoodies and jackets.
Right.
And, just, yeah, having that here, it really like makes it one step more, like happier and makes me so much more happier. And yeah, I enjoy so much.
Wow, that's so good to hear. We would really love to. I think it's been like around 4 years that I haven't been to Chiang Mai. Like, yeah, so I would really like to come down again sometimes and enjoy the cold weather because I kind of feel like my body is forgetting what is cold weather, right? Like,
Yeah, I know. I have been down there. In Phuket, the time I went, it was really hot. And yeah, yeah, when you have a break, you should come. And if you really want to experience a little more colder than Chiang Mai, then
right.
there's always Doi Inthanon, like
Yeah.
the highest peak of Thailand. Yeah, you
That's
should definitely come over when
Oh
you
my God,
can.
I'm really excited. Okay, I'll make a plan to do that to make it happen. So,
Yes.
Stefan, how about let's start like a little bit introducing about yourself and also tell
Mm.
us um, about like how you first came to Thailand.
Yeah, my full name is Stephen Debbarma. I'm an Indian living in Thailand. I have been here for the past 3 years, and personally, I have enjoyed this entire time that I've been here. I first came here in the year 2019. I was visiting a family friend here in Chiang Mai. They have
Mhm.
been living here since 2009.
Wow.
And when I first visited them, I've heard a lot about Thailand. But then when I first visited, the experience was very special. There was no honking. That was first thing, when I landed
Mhm.
here. And the airports were clean. I always thought like traveling in India, like Kolkata is one of the, cleanest airport, not super crowded. And so I was flying out from Kolkata. So I thought like, yeah, this is one of the nice place in India. And then you fly out from there and you land in Subarnabhumi, which is like, like so much bigger in terms of size. So
Right.
it was, yeah, definitely the experience was so amazing that I instantly fell in love with Thailand. Originally, like I said, in 2019 when I came, the intention was just to explore. I didn't have this teaching thing in mind, though definitely I know through them because they were teaching all these years
Right.
that there was opportunities, but I did not dare to even cross my mind and think that it could be possible. So
Mhm.
yeah, like that experience to Thailand, the journey to Thailand started with that first visit and the first love for the place. And yeah, in the later year in 2022, that's when I made my decision to come to Thailand on my second trip,
Mhm.
visiting the same family.
Oh,
By then, I came to know more about Thailand education system
mhm.
and how you can apply. So that's a brave, yeah, to kind of like give you in a brief way how it has been so far and how I plan to, move here.
That's amazing. And I'm sure you love Chiang Mai so much right now. It's a
So much.
beautiful place. Yeah. So since you're teaching there, like how did you get your first teaching job? And what was the experience like? And also teaching in Thailand, what are the differences you feel like back home and here?
Okay, yeah. So like I told you, I have come here two times before I actually moved.
Yeah,
So during those visits, I was meeting a lot of teachers here who were already teaching in Chiang Mai.
right.
So that already gave me a network, with other teachers here.
Mm-hmm,
And through the meetings that I had with them, I came to know, like the ways that we can apply for jobs, for the teaching jobs here.
right.
So I just listened to them and jumped into it and went ahead with applying for schools. The during those days, you were able to kind of like carry your CB and walked into school, and
Mm-hmm,
that would work. So I did exactly the same thing. The first day I landed in Chiang Mai, it was a Wednesday, I remember,
mm-mm,
and I said I needed day off. Then I just took a rest on that day. The very next day, the family, my auntie, she insisted, Stephen, it's time for you to go hunt your job, go find a job. And I printed my CV. I went with uncle to various schools. The first day I visited four school, the out of four, I was accepted in two schools,
right.
and the school where I visited first, that was very close to where we live, so it was quite easy for me. My journey was like it really worked out really well, and
Mm,
that's how I yeah first got my job.
oh, nice.
And also yeah, you asked about teaching in Thailand, how different it was, right?
Yeah.
So back in India, I have been teaching since 2017.
Mm-mm,
Moved here in the year 2022. So
mm-hmm,
almost how much is that? Like 5 years of experience.
right.
Back in India, I taught in university for a year,
Mm-mm.
and I taught in two colleges. And then I moved to Manipur. There, I taught in
Oh,
a school. Yeah, so, yeah, you are from there. I'm sure you. Yeah,
wow.
so you might even know this place. It's called Kangpokpi. That's where I was.
Oh, wow.
I was there for 4 years. 4 years, and then I moved to Guwahati to do my PhD. Anyways, my point is, I have seen education system in India, and one thing that I can tell you that I saw like it's a huge difference between India and Thailand is that the relationship between teachers students, and another thing is way we approach teaching. I have also done my B.Ed in India. I had that opportunity. So we basically teach in India as in like teaching is teacher centric. Basically, teacher is the main focus and
Right.
students are receiving. But here we try to cater the need of the students. So basically it's more student centric teaching.
Mm-hmm.
So some classes, I need to look at the dynamics and see that okay, some of the students are really good and they need different sort of approach, and then there are some students who need special care or basically help.
Mm-hmm.
Then likewise you need to create a curriculum that would help them as well. So those balance and stuff that I have learned more hands-on here in Thailand. So I
Wow.
think that was the big difference I've seen. But also at the same time, a disclaimer, like I have only taught in one school here,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm kind of like I'm not the best person to ask this question. I can give you a generalized answer, but with the experience that I had in my school, and our school owns six different other schools, so oh sorry, five different other schools altogether, six schools in here in Chiang Mai. So I know that we follow more or less the same pattern,
Right.
and that yeah, that's something I have seen like a difference Like, yeah, when I first came to Thailand.
That's really amazing that you get to experience, like, both sides. And I think this will, I'm sure that there are many teachers who are also having the same experience. Like when you say that, like how different, like mostly focus on teachers back in India, and how mostly we kind of like balance both. So I hope that this word spreads out and help more, back home, more teachers
Yes.
back home too. And
Yeah.
how was your experience like with the students teaching here in Thailand?
Yeah. So again, like I told you, like back in India, I have taught for 5 years.
Right.
So I would always be in a place where I'm respected, honored, and so that comes with even like punishment and stuff. Like it can really go really wonky. Let me just use that word.
Right.
Yeah, it can go really south, and things can get really wild when it comes to
Mm-hmm,
punishment and stuff back in India.
mm-hmm,
But here, since the approach is altogether so different, like
hmm.
you start building a friendship, a relationship of friendship with your students.
Right.
I have again here I have taught from um, primary to secondary. So I have had that experience in various levels.
Mm-hmm,
When you are with the young ones, they kind of like become your friends. You share,
mm-hmm.
talk, have like small talks with them, and within next 2 3 months, you're almost like a family and friend. So
Right.
that experience you cannot have back in India.
Right.
That's something I did not have. Probably someone else does, but I do see that kind of like a huge difference when it comes to teacher student relationship. And I have kids who are in middle schools and high school here, uh, who kind of like see you as a friend. So whenever they're doing some sort of an activity outside, let's say they are going to a bounce house, they're like, teacher, if you'd like, you can join us.
Mm-hmm.
And likewise, I would invite them to our football games, and they
Right.
would come with me, they would play with us. So that is a different dynamics when it comes to relationship. And I definitely think we also back in India could, probably learn from this and try to incorporate it in our system as well.
Right.
In that way, it's not just, like hierarchy and like, one is in the higher ground and the other is
Exactly.
beneath you. And that kind of like, that dynamic is different. But when you see someone else as a friend, you can not just teach them, but at the same time have a relationship that's long lasting.
That's really amazing, and also this give you a stronger relationship between you and your student, the trust, and
Yes,
I think this really helped them also to learn in a better way.
yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your experience about teaching. So let's move to your like how's your life in Chiang Mai? Can you share about like what will be the cost like of living if any new teacher who wants to move there and they would like to experience living there in Chiang Mai, what will be your advice on the cost of living and what can they do there like in day to day like normal
Okay.
life?
So there is a Thai phrase which says sabai sabai, meaning easy, easy, sabai sabai. So that's exactly how Chiang Mai is. It's very calm, relaxed, even community oriented. A lot of big cities, you go there, you don't even know your neighbors. But
That's
here
true.
it's quite different. Yes, you can build those relationships if you would like. And honestly, this is one thing where I have really, like kind of like had some issue. And a lot of people who move out, they will definitely have this issue. That is, not to have friends in a new place, and that can be really challenging.
Mm,
uh, but good thing about places like Chiang Mai is if you are open-minded, you are willing to embrace the community, society, there's always so many options, and
mhm.
you can definitely build on that. And that's something I have found in Chiang Mai, that they are very warm and welcome, and that is something beautiful. And talking about cost of living, uh, Chiang Mai can be expensive, like, but at the same time, you can have a wonderful life at a very affordable, standard of living. rent again, like rent, talking about rent, you can go as low as 4,000 baht if you're looking for the government complex and stuff.
Right.
And 4 to 5,000 probably with your bills and stuff, like maybe like 6,000 baht or so. Or you can go more like, I have an independent house, which is my own house, and then that comes between 10 to 15,000 bracket, with all your bills.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
and
really
if
amazing.
yes, and if you are looking for a fancy gated, with a pool community and all of that, then probably you're looking somewhere around 20,000 baht. So that's coming, I mean, that's about rent. And when it comes to food and stuff, like this is something that I find the most beautiful thing about uh, Thailand. That
Mm-hmm.
is, you can get food anywhere. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're alone in a day, anywhere between 100, 150, or even 200, like should be more than good enough to get you your coffee, get you your lunch and dinner. And if you're particularly working in school, the lunch is provided in the school itself. So that is again, taken care of. So you can even have a very beautiful dinner every day.
Mm-hmm.
Still, you can, yeah, you can afford that in a month. Maximum you would spend 3 to 6,000 baht. That's what I have seen in the past almost 3 years now. So yeah, like a life can be affordable and easy and
Right.
comfortable
Right.
if you are careful with your expenses. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, at least if you are very mindful of how you spend money.
Right.
If you want to spend lavishly, there are so many places out there.
Of
You can
course.
yeah, you can do so many things that can blow away even 100,000 in a day. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, if you know what you want, definitely you can get that life at a very affordable cost.
Right.
And when there's one issue though that I would like to highlight, that is the transportation. Chiang Mai does not have public transportation, so there is no way you can get around city with a public bus or like Songthaew or stuff like that. You need to either rent a bike, own a bike, or use Grab or InDrive and those kind of apps. Yeah, if not, getting around Chiang Mai can be a little bit difficult.
Right.
But here's the thing though, like rentals are super cheap. You can
Mm-hmm.
get it anywhere. You can even rent the bike for a whole entire year, paying
Mm-hmm.
a small amount every month.
Right.
Or you can get a new one. New bikes are like if you go in a secondhand market, they're really good and you can
Mm-hmm.
get it in a very inexpensive price, very affordable price.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about transportation. Uh, the climate again, you get a balance of both. And beautiful thing is Chiang Mai is surrounded by beautiful nature. It's not crowded. Like you don't see skyscrapers everywhere. There's just handful. You can just count them. There are only few, skyscrapers. I don't know if that's the right term, but there are only few buildings that are above 20 floors. You can definitely see most houses, homes are here um, more like small second tier city kind of a thing where like one house, the other house, the other house. So
Right.
it's yeah, very much community centered and people like to live in neighborhoods where people are there. So that is that about housing and stuff. Activity wise, there's so many beautiful cafes here. Um,
Right.
Coffees are cheap. Then you have temples, mountains, and marketplaces. Marketplaces are so beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
All this Sunday night market, and then we have a night market that's open throughout the week. So if you go there, you'll see all sort of things that's happening there. There's food, there's market like with things, and then if you are into Mota, you can go watch a fight as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's so many things you can do. Weekend trips can be to nearby places like Pai, Chiang Rai. Yeah, I can go on, if you ask me about Chiang Mai, I can go on. It's so popular.
That's amazing. And when you mention about how cheap the cost of living as compared to Bangkok and Phuket, it's really
Yes.
making me think like I should reconsider like talking to my partner like we should move to Chiang Mai then because
Well, you can always try out,
yeah.
That's the beautiful
Oh,
beautiful thing about Thailand. Like you can just move for a month, take
Right.
a Airbnb house or something and explore.
Yeah. We have been wanting to come down there and like stay there for like maybe 2 to 3 months, so that
Yes.
especially the high season here in Phuket, it's getting super busy, and it's pretty hot here. The
Yes.
rainy season is over, so we always thought of considering like, okay, we should go to Chiang Mai, because I think that's the time when burning doesn't start yet, right? It
Yes,
starts
burning.
probably April.
Yeah. About well, it starts towards the month of February last.
Oh,
Like that's
okay.
when. But here's the thing, though. Many people might not know this. Burning season is getting so much better because the
Oh,
government is doing so much to get the burning in control.
yeah,
As said,
right.
they're making sure every villages here that's in Chiang Mai and also the neighboring provinces, they keep a close watch on uh, village heads and leaders. And then,
Mhm, mhm.
whenever there's some burning, they kind of like go in and stop it. And whoever does any sort of burning, they even get arrested. So at
Oh,
least,
wow.
but from what I have experienced in the last three burning season, I can tell you last year was so good. And if you compare to places like Delhi in India, where AQI hits like 1,000,
Right.
right? Here, nothing like that. The time people start getting really sensitive is around 150. Whenever the AQI hits like 150, people are all over the place like, oh, that's bad pollution. But honestly, in Indian standard, 150 is like so chill, right?
Yeah.
So that is something I thought it's better to put out in the video so
Mhm,
they know
mhm.
that though there's a huge talk of burning season, but it's the maximum. Usually, it's 250 somewhere there during the peak season,
Right.
and oftentimes the government controls what's within, but there are things that's happening in burning air and in Lao, and the wind carries it over here. And since Chiang Mai is a basin, like there's nothing much or they can do about it.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
good thing is, since people are sensitive about air, every house has an air purifier. um, ACs are equipped with air purifiers,
Nice.
and then cafes are equipped with proper air purifiers. So you are honestly only exposed during the time you're traveling between your house to places. Like, let's say I'm traveling from my house to my school, which is like 10 minutes,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
during that 10 minutes is the only time I'm exposed. But
Right.
once I'm inside the building of my school, everything is air conditioned and everything is covered with air purifiers. So that is, I thought maybe that's something you should make a note
That's really interesting, because that's the only thing that's stopping us to
of.
go back to Chiang Mai is because of the burning season. But
Yes.
since, yeah, like you have mentioned that like it's getting lower, right? So that's
Yeah,
a very
definitely.
very good thing. Like people out there who are listening this, I hope that now you can start actually moving to Chiang Mai and start traveling to Chiang Mai more often now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one last question before we wrap up. What advice would you like to give to people who wants to move to Chiang Mai and
Mm.
find a teaching job?
Yeah, the first thing first. If you have your degrees, get them. Basically, I'm just even going into the procedures as well. Everything. Go get it certified by the MEA. A lot of time I see people don't do that and they run into so many problems. To
Mm-hmm.
do that, get the approval from the Ministry of External Affairs from India.
Mm-hmm.
And what you need here, the only degree they look for is a bachelor's degree. That's the minimum requirement. If you have a degree in education, that's wonderful. That's something that they value. Other than that, it does not matter if your degree is in history or sociology or physical education. That does not matter. As
Mm-hmm.
long as you have any sort of bachelor degree, that's the starting place. That will do. And once you get that, certified, well, you are actually ready to come here and apply for job. but I would like to say get some experience. Classroom
Mm-hmm.
experience is so good to have wherever you can. It could be, tutoring at home or going and teaching in a small coaching center. Or if you have an opportunity to teach in a school, go try it out. Because when you move in here, there will be an expectation that teaching, that you can teach. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to be in a place where you can say, yes, I can teach. I have that experience. So I would again, if you are a fresher, just go, look out for any sort of opportunity you have and get that experience under your belt. And second thing is, be patient. Jobs are seasonal, and at the same time, uh, you can it can frustrate you because you are waiting and then it's not happening. But you need to be patient when it comes to job. When you're searching, it is a process, and oftentimes uh, there are some other people who are waiting in the line and they get a job. But the thing is, many a times we also see off the season, some teachers have to move back to their country,
Mm-hmm.
or at times you see that their paperwork didn't go through. Then there are those bubble opportunities. I would say bubble opportunities where you can tap and get into the system. So watch out for that. So again, patience is a key thing here. You need to trust that. You need to trust the process. You need to wait for the right opportunity. And third thing, start applying directly. That's what schools are expecting from teachers now, because most schools, at least I'm thinking, if you are wanting to come over here, probably you would also want to teach in private schools, and every private schools have their websites, and they have a page in the website for job opportunities and careers, and all the details will be provided there, how you can apply for the job or how you can approach the HR. They'll be providing their email address and all of that details in the website. So
Mm-hmm.
click those websites, check those listings, and apply for that. And another thing, like there are so many groups in on Facebook, which are created for teachers. Like for example, some of the pages are teachers in Thailand, teachers in Chiang Mai. So you might want to follow these groups, because out there they also provide listing for job, and particularly the government schools don't have like a proper website maintained. But
Mm-hmm.
the public schools usually, the government public schools usually advertise it there. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something you can also do. Basically, join these groups and
Right.
watch out for the advertisements. And last but not least, be open minded about culture and teaching style.
Agree.
Does not mean something that you have learned for the past 20 years, 25 years, 30 years should be the only way. That
Mm-hmm.
is the best way. Be open. Like when you come here, the beautiful thing about Thailand is this diversity. Like I was telling you, there are 6 schools that are owned by the same owner. We have 2 bilingual school and 4 international school. One is following a US curriculum, another is following a British curriculum, another is trying to make a balance between Chinese and an American curriculum. So like every school has a different flavor. It's not like one standard for all. So if you're open minded, you're willing to learn all of that, it will go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is something. I think one more important thing that I actually wanted to add to this. Um, First thing, learn some Thai phrases, basic Thai life, cultural values of Thais, because you don't want to come here and be offensive in your first, like first time you are meeting them for an interview or thing. For example, understand what is why and understand what it means. And in every school, every employing companies, there will be like Thai leadership there up there. So you need to understand those culture, and you need to approach in the right way and save some money, and just move in, fly in, have faith in yourself. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really great advice. Thank you again so much for taking out your time. And I hope that everyone who listen to this podcast, they will really enjoy and they will learn something about like how you can move to Chiang Mai, as well as what kind of lifestyle you can have in Chiang Mai. And
Yeah.
thank you again, Stefan, for today. And
Thank you, Shirley, for having me here.
of,
It's wonderful. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed all our conversation.
of course, and I really hope that we can meet sometime soon when I come to Chiang Mai.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah. Thank you then.
Sawadee krap. Bye bye.